All right, let's recall your sort from last week. Last week, we talked about the most common ways to make a long A. First, we listened to your words, and if it said ass, we knew it was short A. If it said the word A, that was long A. Said A. The most common ways that we listed were A with the magic E at the end, as in plate, or A, I in the middle. In that case, the first vowel does the talking, while the second vowel does the walking, as in rain. Here, this week, we're doing the same thing. We are looking for the most common ways to make a long E. First, we need to determine if it's a short vowel sound that says eh, or a long vowel sound that says e. Let's go ahead and read the words. We've got beach, clean, bin, bell, bean, steam, step, week, she, weed, belt, week, knee, keep, and head. First thing that I want you to do is sort between a short vowel E, as in S, or long vowel E, where it says its name, E. Beach, long vowel. Clean, long vowel. Bin, not sure about that. I'm going to hold it to the side. Bell, S, S. There's my short vowel. Bean, So here I have two words that kind of look alike. One says bin. I have been to the aquarium. One is bean. I see Jack planted a bean to make a beanstalk. Steam, step, okay, short vowel, S. Knee, the E says its name. She, weed, belt, S, S, belt. Keep, E, head, H, S, S, S. I see EA, but this is talking about, my goodness, Jaden, you have such a big head. That's my son, he'll love that. This doesn't say heed, this says head. So I'm going to put this aside because I'm not sure about this word. This is the word week. And, oh goodness, here we have another week. Here we have a homophone. They are two words that sound the same, but have two different meanings. Next week, we are learning the long vowel I sound. Oh, I feel too weak to even raise my head. So this is talking about something on a calendar, a week at a time, and this is weak as in you have no strength. So let's get back to the sort. We have long E's, short E's. So my rule this week will be, here's my short E word. Now let's put those to the side and decide what's going on with my long E sound. Remember, we want to find the most common ways to make a long E. In the middle of the word beach, I see an EA. And just like last week with our A's, I know my first vowel does the talking and my second vowel does the walking. So here I can see that one of the ways to make an E long is with an EA. First vowel does the talking, while the second vowel does the walking. So now I'm going to start my sort by finding all the EAs in the middle. Beach, clean, bean, seen, and week. Now over here, I see two E's together. Two E's together is that same rule. First vowel does the talking, while the second vowel does the walking. So both EA and EE are common ways to make a long E in the middle of a word. So I'm going to read this word weed, keep, and week. So here I have my EE word, and here I have my EA word. Notice I have this dash for the beginning of a word and an end of the word. All the EAs and EEs are in the middle of a word. But then I come to these two words, me and she. Notice that they are open. They are not followed by a consonant. There is no letter behind it. The rule is that when that vowel, that long E, is at the end of a syllable, remember these are one syllable words, so me, she. The long E is at the end of the syllable, therefore it's created a long E with just the single E. We don't need a Y, we don't need a second vowel. So the rule is when you hear the E sound at the end of a word or at the end of a syllable, it will just be a single E. Some other words like that, you could think of he, we. So where you're used to learn these words as sight words, they actually have a rule saying that the long E is at the end of a syllable, making it long. All right, now we've got these two words. I see an EE, which tells me I should read this word bean. Bean. I have been to the Georgia Aquarium. But we know that when you read the word bean, it should mean that small little food that you eat with a side of rice and beans, or your barbecue, your beans, or Jack and the Beanstalk. So bean is B-E-A-N. This is something we call an oddball. An oddball means it does not follow the normal rules. This should say the first vowel does the talking and the second does the walking. But in fact, we just say been, almost like B-I-N. I have been to the Georgia Aquarium. So it is an oddball because it is not following my EE rule. This word says head. Well, head says ed, and that should be spelled just H-E-D, like these words, a single vowel E. But instead it has an E-A. So this is also breaking a rule. So it is an oddball because we don't say my son has a large head. We say he's got a large head. Okay? So both bin and head are oddballs and break the rules of the first vowel does the talking while the second does the walking. So first thing to do in this sort is understand the difference between a short vowel E that says S and a long vowel E that says E. Look for the most common ways which are EA and EE, in the middle of a word, or understand that if it is a long vowel at the end of the word, it is just a plain E.